You go now, fellas. Here we go. We've got a O'Hara's Irish Pale Ale, dry hopped IPA, only 5.2%. Looked at it at another time and decided to try their red, which is, I think, is a bit stronger in alcohol. But gotta try this Irish beer. Can't really say I've been drinking too many Irish beers. You know, I've had a Guinness, and I noticed the other day a few Guinness beers and different things. Not cheap, but anyway, we might have to give them a try. We'll see what this one's like first. Nice head, clean, looks alright. Cheers, everyone. Irish Pale Ale. Okay. Well, it's pretty clean, straight up, well balanced. They've done a good job on it. There's nothing too heavy, no too much bitterness on the end. Nothing crazy about it. Not too hoppy. No, it's an easy drinker, really. O'Hara's. Where are they making this thing? In Ireland, of course, but whereabouts in Ireland? Well, doesn't actually say without going right into it. Carlow. Well, I haven't been to Carlow. I haven't been to Ireland. That's one place I want to go before I go on to my next life. So I'm going to do another trip to Europe and do Ireland. I've done Wales, Scotland and England, of course. I didn't make it to Ireland. First time I was in England, the Sinn Féin, IRA were mad, and there was a lot of bombings and stuff going on. I wasn't real keen on going there. I was keen on going there, but I travel by the sun. If it's good weather, that time of the year, I like to go there. If there's too much trouble, I don't really want to go there. I'm not trying to invite trouble on. I flew into El Salvador just after they killed a couple of Americans, so we just flew the straight hell out of there. And Ireland, I really want to go there. The next trip I went to Europe, but I ended up hitching to Scotland instead. And the last trip we just did England, didn't do Scotland, Wales or Ireland. But my brother went there, and he reckons they're just like us in Ireland, more like Australian people than English people, which sounds pretty good, actually. A lot of Australian people have got Irish blood. I think we've got a little bit on my mum's side. And I notice in Boston there's a lot of Irish people live in Boston. And the accent in Boston is quite similar to Melbourne's accent. So that's that Irish influence. And, well, we got filled up, our country got filled up by Irish when they were fighting with the English, and the English made a rule if there was 5 or more people together, or 4 or more, they'd throw them on a ship and send them to Australia, and they wouldn't even know where they were. Pretty cruel. So the English have been absolute pricks to the Irish over the years. At one stage they sent millions over to the Caribbean to work as slaves. I thought that was disgusting. I didn't even know about that. So all in all, Irish people have had the rough end of the stick in my book. But, you know, we're all people, we're all one. You know, we should be able to just sit down and get on with it. Some of our ancestors might have been pricks. You know, like I don't know, some of my mad Scottish ancestors, they're pretty crazy. They've done some crazy things, but you know, my old man's got a bit of Northern Italian blood, a bit of Southern Italian blood, and you know, yeah, one of his ancestors was field marshal of the army down in the south of Italy, so, and he sort of was running Italy for a little while there. They were going out and catching bandits and whatever, but you know, it is what it is. You know, we're all people. Hopefully one day we can drop all the animosity, the religion, and just get on with having a good time. I know the Irish love having a drink, so do the Scottish, so do the English, so do the bloody Aussies. You know, we all love a drink and have a bit of a giggle, maybe have an arm wrestle. Might end up in a wrestle or a little boxing match, but anyway, it is what it is. You're men. You fight for what you want, and you usually get it. But this isn't a bad beer. I'm liking it. It's growing on me. So if you see this one out there, fellas, just get on top and have a go at this. I remember at one stage my Scottish family, they were shafted by the McDonald's, or they come and slaughtered all the male Ross family. They invited them to a party, so all the men went to this party, and while they were out, the McDonald's came in, and they slaughtered all the boy babies, all the child, you know, all the teenagers, all the old men. They all got slaughtered by the McDonald's. That's why the Campbells gave them a bit of payback. But what happened, the Ross women, they kept their name and they married Irish. So I got a bit of Irish on my Scottish side. And they come across and they married the Ross family, but the Ross women kept their family name and named their kids Ross. So when my brother was named Darren Rosspower, oh, the Ross family, they loved it. I remember my mum got a TV that she went and saw her great auntie Lillian Ross, and she owned 2 hospitals in Sydney, and she gave my mum like money and a brand new TV and all this just because my older brother's middle name was Ross. So the Ross family are pretty proud, but they're pretty mad. They were butchered a few times. The men, all the men got slaughtered twice, if I know my history right. And at one stage they fought off the Vikings, the Norwegian Vikings, in the 10th century. Yeah, they slaughtered every one of them. They chased them down after they'd killed the Scottish army, or they beat the Scottish army. So yeah, Ross family blood is a bit madness, you know. We sometimes take on too many. You know, I've taken on 10 blokes a couple of times. I was just lucky. I got the lucky punches in every time they went for me. I dodged and smashed them to the ground. But, you know, it's lucky. Lucky and madness. What is it? Lucky madness. Alright, bit of luck from the Irish and a bit of madness from the Scots. Gotta love it, don't you? Love the beer. Cheers, everyone. Have a great Christmas. Get together and have a beer and have a brawl. Cheers.